Imagine this. A billionaire steps out of a private jet in sneakers that cost $20, while another person drives a luxury car they can barely afford just to show off at the traffic light. One has wealth, the other is chasing luxury. But here's the question. Are luxury and wealth the same thing? Or are they two completely different worlds that only appear similar on the surface? Today, we're breaking down the surprising truth behind wealth and luxury and why people often confuse the two. When most people think of luxury, they picture money, expensive watches, penthouses in New York, yachts anchored in Monaco, or designer bags carefully displayed in a walk-in closet. But the truth is, luxury and wealth are not the same. You can be wealthy without ever buying anything luxurious, and you can live in luxury without being truly wealthy. This matters because the way we see luxury often shapes the way we spend, the way we dream, and even the way we define success. For some, luxury is the ultimate reward for hard work. For others, it's just an illusion, something that signals status but hides financial fragility. So let's slow down and take a closer look. What really separates luxury from wealth? Why do so many people chase one while forgetting the other? And what can we actually learn about the deeper meaning of success by exploring this difference? Defining wealth. Wealth is simple. It's about resources. Real wealth isn't just how much money you make, but how much you keep, how it grows, and how it supports the life you want to live. A wealthy person has freedom. Freedom to wake up without worrying about bills. Freedom to say no to things that don't matter. Freedom to choose where to spend time, not just money. For example, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on earth, still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. His wealth isn't measured by flashy purchases, but by control over his time and financial security. That's wealth. Quiet, stable, powerful. Wealth whispers. It doesn't need to shout. Defining luxury, on the other hand, is not about stability, it's about experience. Luxury is the taste of fine wine on a summer evening, the feel of Italian leather under your fingertips, the silence of a private villa overlooking the ocean. Luxury is emotional. It's designed to make you feel something. It's why luxury brands don't sell products, they sell stories. When you buy a Rolex, you aren't just buying a watch. You're buying precision, heritage, and the feeling that you've achieved something. When you buy a Louis Vuitton bag, you're not carrying leather. You're carrying a symbol of status and artistry. Luxury is about beauty, scarcity, and emotional connection. It's a performance, an aesthetic, a way to say, I have something special. But here's the catch. You don't need to be wealthy to experience luxury. And sometimes wealthy people don't even care for luxury at all. Luxury without wealth. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone stretch their budget just to own one luxury item? The young professional buying designer shoes while still paying off student loans, or the couple driving a luxury car but living paycheck to paycheck. This isn't wealth, it's aspiration. It's the belief that luxury makes us look successful, even if we aren't. And that's the fascinating part. Luxury isn't always about what you can afford, but about what you prioritize. People chase luxury because it feels like a shortcut to success. Wear the right brand, drive the right car, and instantly the world treats you differently. Doors open, people notice. You feel like you belong to an exclusive club, even if only temporarily. Luxury is powerful because it plays with human psychology. It feeds our desire to be seen, admired, and respected. Wealth without luxury. On the flip side, true wealth often hides in plain sight. Many wealthy individuals don't dress in designer labels. They don't feel the need to show off. Their confidence comes from security, not from display. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. He could buy every luxury brand on the planet 10 times over, but his daily uniform is a simple gray t-shirt. Why? Because for him, wealth is not about appearance. It's about time, impact, and freedom. This doesn't mean wealthy people never enjoy luxury. It just means they don't need it to prove their success. For them, luxury is a choice, not a necessity. Where wealth and luxury meet. So here's where it gets interesting. Wealth and luxury intersect at one point, freedom of choice. The truly wealthy can choose to indulge in luxury or not. They can buy the yacht or they can live quietly on a farm. Both are luxury in different ways, because real luxury isn't only about diamonds or designer logos. Sometimes luxury is waking up without an alarm clock. Sometimes it's eating fresh food grown in your own garden. Sometimes it's not being tied down to debt or obligation. In that sense, luxury and wealth are linked. Luxury without wealth can feel fragile, even fake. Wealth without luxury can feel incomplete, almost austere. But when the two combine, when wealth supports luxury, the result is effortless. It's no longer about showing off. It's about living beautifully, with security and freedom. The psychology of why we confuse them. Why do people mix up wealth and luxury so often? The answer is simple. Luxury is visible, wealth is invisible. You can see the luxury car, the designer suit, the expensive vacation on Instagram, but you can't see the investment portfolio, the debt-free lifestyle, or the quiet confidence that comes from financial independence. And in today's world of social media, what's visible often feels more important. That's why luxury has become the language of status. It's proof that you belong, even if the reality behind the scenes is different. But the wisest individuals know the truth. Wealth is what lasts, luxury is what sparkles. One builds foundations, the other adds decoration. Both are valuable, but in different ways. Stories of contrast. Let's look at two very different lives. The first man buys a luxury car on credit. Every month, half his paycheck vanishes into loan payments, insurance, and upkeep. When he pulls up at a restaurant, people turn their heads, admiring the shine of his car. For a moment, he feels powerful, successful even. But when he goes home, the stress sets in. Bills pile up. His savings account is empty. Deep down, he knows he's living on the edge, projecting an image that doesn't match his reality. His life looks wealthy, but it's fragile. Now, the second man drives a modest, practical car. Nothing fancy, no heads turning at traffic lights. But he owns his home outright, invests a portion of his income each month, and carries zero debt. He sleeps peacefully at night, knowing his financial foundation is strong. If he wanted to, he could buy a luxury car tomorrow without blinking. But he doesn't need to. His sense of success comes from freedom, not approval. So, who's richer? The one admired for a moment, or the one secure for a lifetime? So what should we take away from all this? Luxury and wealth may look similar, but they are not the same. Wealth is quiet. It gives you freedom, time, and stability. Luxury is loud. It gives you beauty, emotion, and recognition. The trick is balance. Chase wealth first, because it builds the foundation. Then let luxury be the art that paints over it. Without wealth, luxury can be fragile. Without luxury, wealth can feel empty. But together, they create something extraordinary, a life that is both secure and inspiring. At the end of the day, real luxury isn't just owning beautiful things. It's having the freedom to choose the life you want to live.